G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Another gorgeous morning on the Gold Coast. Lovely Saturday morning, so what better time for a ride. Just on, 10 to 11 here. It's beautiful outside. Lovely day. So as we always say, a good time to go for a ride. Hope you guys had a good week. Mine wasn't too bad. Another work week down. Good chance to jump on the bike and away we go. As you see, traffic's pretty busy at the moment, even in this little suburban road. This is Plateau Crescent, so there's always a bit of traffic on this road. The Sea Eagles had a good win last night over the Dolphins. They needed that win. They'd had a couple of losses the last few weeks, so it was good to get that W on the board. That's what Rangers doing. Here we go. And I guess the surprise result was old Canberra being towed up by the Warriors. That was so much for Jarrod Croker's 300th game back in Canberra. Didn't pan out so well for him. So they didn't pick him the week before because Ricky Stewart wanted to have his 300th at Canberra Stadium. And there was a bit of an uproar over that. I mean, people made a big deal out of it. So who really cares? But no, his 300th was at Canberra last night, and didn't go down too well. Not at all. Got well and truly beaten. Well, you're pleased to know, guys, my wife went and got her licence last week with Rob there at Motorcycle Masters. And she passed with flying colours apparently, so she's done well. So she's now a full-fledged biker. So we're going to go for a little ride tomorrow. But no, she loved the course. It was done really well. Rob is a great teacher. He's a really great guy. He really sort of showed the ropes on how to use the Ryker well, and did a lot of turning, did the steering, even did some reverse parking. She was fairly tired by the end of it, so it was a busy 2 days for her, but she did really well. She was pretty chuffed. It was, again, I think it's something that she never thought she'd actually do, would be riding a motorbike, let alone a three-wheeler. Alright, up on the highway again. Busy day today. Good old Cooley rocks on this weekend, so it's going to be probably a few cars on the highway today. Take it nice and easy. It's been fairly busy all morning so far. There's a fellow biker. Nice BMW Tourer. Not so bad today, not so windy, which is nice. One topic my wife said I should talk about today is why is motorcycling fun? Or what makes it fun? I say, well, being on the bike, out in the open, just you on the bike, wind against the helmet, it's great fun. It's a good thrill, it's a good rush. But also what makes biking fun is the way you ride it. Like we've always said, ride safely, ride carefully, enjoy the bike, just ride to the conditions. You can't go too wrong. Watch out for this guy. Always scary, braking on the highway. Got to watch out for that, boys and girls. And more so, just especially when people hit the skid straight away. They hit the brakes so hard. You've really got to be mindful of that. Now, like I always travel at a safe distance behind the car, so in case they react, and it gives me time to react on the bike. Because as always, I've said before, against the car, you're always going to come off second best on a motorbike. So it's good just to take it nice and easy. But yeah, very busy on the highway today, very busy. So we're going to come off here at Merrimack. this is what makes biking fun. When you can get out on days like today, it really makes it worthwhile. So it's so nice having a ride. Good to see fuels come down again. That's very nice. Think about the guys, if you are going to get a bike, always remember never become too complacent. Always be mindful on the bike. It's still a dangerous toy. If you don't ride it well, then yes, you can obviously have some serious injury if you're not careful. I just review how I've ridden, what I've done well, maybe what I could do better. That way you're always learning. You're not just thinking, yeah, I'm on the bike, I can do it, it's easy. Yeah, so once you get the hang of it, yes, it is easy. It's like changing gears, braking, it's just like second nature. But on a bike though, there's so much more you can learn. I've had my license since December, so I've had it now for, I guess, close to 6-7 months. Even though I rode trail bikes when I was younger, still a lot to learn. I mean, road riding is a lot different than riding a trail bike. So that's one thing I always do, is when I'm on the bike, always be trying to learn something. It's trying to work on my technique, work on my skill level, work on my road craft. It's always good, like a car. It's always good to understand the bike. Understand the bike, how well it brakes, how well it corners, how well it handles, how well it swerves. Because these are skills that you'll need at some point. But yeah, if you are thinking about getting a bike license, go and do it. It is great fun. It's safe. Like I think I've been riding fairly well. I'm just riding within myself. I'm not doing anything stupid. So always check those mirrors every now and then, have a bit of a quick look. Like I said, cars can come up behind you fairly quick. So it's good to just have an idea on who's around you, what's around you, in case you have to make any evasive manoeuvres. You know exactly where to go. A fire out there. And you're not going to put yourself in a worse position by doing a manoeuvre. The best way to avoid trouble is not be in it. And that's one great thing about a bike. It gives you that kind of flexibility where you can quite easily, in the flick of a handlebar, put yourself in a much better position, get yourself out of trouble. And that's what's good about it. So we're just coming down Nielsen's Road now, take a bit of a different path. I think my wife will love being on the Ryker. On days like today, it's just absolutely beautiful. You get such a buzz from it. Even she found herself, she was so excited when she got a course done. When Rob gives you the bit of paper saying, yep, congratulations, you passed. Because this is something she never thought she would do. And I'm so proud that she's done it. I think it'll give her something to look forward to. And again, we'll ride safe, we always do. I'll never put her in a situation which will make it dangerous for her. We'll never go on a ride where she's not comfortable either. We'll ask her if she's comfortable doing it, and if she can do it, great, we'll give it a try. If not, we'll always reassess it. So one thing we will be buying soon are these little these Cardo communications. These are brilliant little Bluetooth devices you can put to your helmet, and that way when we're out riding together we can actually talk to each other, which I think would be a great thing. Because that way, in case if we ever get separated, we can just say, like, I'm here or I'm there. I mean, they're not cheap, but I think they're definitely worth the value. Especially if you're riding as a pair. There's nothing worse than if I get through a set of lights, she doesn't, then at least I can tell her, look, I've pulled over here, I've stopped here. Now then she doesn't stress about where we're going, what we're doing, and that's the thing about riding a bike. You want to try and make it as stress-free as possible. And no doubt, like I was nervous on the first few rides, and then she'll be a bit nervous, but the more you do it, she'll get more comfortable. have this family footy chipping. We've done it for the last couple of years. And this year, because we went away for a couple of weeks, I forgot to put tips in, so I thought, oh, bugger it. So what I'm doing is I'm just leaving all my tips and just getting all the away teams. And actually seeing if all the away teams, if they do struggle as much as they say. Like, see how much that home ground advantage does play a part. So it'd be good to see where I finish. I think I'm pretty much on the bottom of AFL. And rugby league, I think I'm not doing too bad because there's been a couple of upsets. I know I bombed out on the Dolphins last night, obviously getting beaten by Manly, but I got the Warriors over Canberra. So I don't think many people would have gone for the Warriors, especially being at Canberra Stadium. So yeah, it'll be a good little, I guess, a test to see just how, if you do for the whole season get the away teams, is where you do finish on the table. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Now, for the 5 people that are watching, yeah, I love you guys. You're going really well. Thank you. But as always, we'll get a lot more content going soon. But if you do like it, always like the channel, subscribe. Hope you guys have a rest of the good weekend. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy Sunday. Take care, whatever you're doing, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers, guys.